because everybody knows how much I've been looking forward to this moment. Everybody says, look to the back of the room, enunciate, start off with a joke. I'm like, dude, the bar is way lower than that. I just want to get through this without passing out or soiling myself. So far, I'm 1 out of 2. I want to take a moment on behalf of the Shorts family and the Forster families to welcome everyone. It's a huge deal. This is a very touching, big moment for our families. My baby girl. I'm lost now. If I pass out, someone can just read this. I have to say something about what just happened out there. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I walked my baby girl down the aisle. And, you know, I know this is a centuries-old tradition, Stone Age tradition, and it's very commonplace. And sometimes I think we just take it for granted, but it has a lot of meaning even in our modern society. That I just walked my baby girl down the aisle and handed her off to a young, handsome, smart, strong young man who basically is looking at me and saying, I got this. I'll take care of her from here. And that's kind of a big deal. Although, Bill Shorts, if it was centuries ago, I would be getting a couple chickens, a couple goats, and a yak. He actually raises chickens, so on Monday I might have a couple chickens in my living room. And a letter from the association. There's no yaks on your deck allowed. I'd like to start off with a few introductions. My mother, grandmother Julie. She's from Florida. She has given the girls a lot of wisdom and advice, even though sometimes I would cringe at the advice. It was all advice that the girls appreciated and probably needed. It was just hard as a dad to hear it. Everything from, let me see, I wrote this down here, but I think it's, music, politics, stranger danger, boys, motorcycles, marijuana, and all the ways you can smoke it. I'd also like to introduce Nick's family, who many of you have already met, but Mom Heidi, Dad Bill, the twins, Alex and Sam, are you? And their wives Morgan and Crystal, and their really cute grandbabies. This is the tallest family I've ever met. And they're now my in-laws. So I have a 5'10" daughter who is athletic, marrying a 6'8", I have a son-in-law, 6'8", so you know what I'm thinking, dads. Olympic grandbabies. Maybe professional basketball players or something. I've already got agents bidding to be at the hospital. They're going to jam that baby's footprint right on the contract. It's full ride to Stanford. But I have to comment on the similarities of our families too, because it has to have blended to the chemistry of these two. And that is that Heidi and Connie both are artisans, arts and crafts people. They go out in the world and find stuff, and then they bring it back and they make it even prettier. They're both arts, and their houses are filled with stuff they make. Bill was a nationally ranked swimmer, one of the fastest in the country in his age. I was a swimmer and a water polo player, and Nick played water polo. So I'm just Olympic grandbabies. Lastly, and definitely not least, I want to introduce their mother, Connie. She's the reason for all the girls' wonderfulness. She was the love and the nurturer, and I basically beat them within an inch of their lives. She is an example of unconditional love of people, and without her, they would have been cynical, angry, beer drinking, boy hating. What did I write? I don't know, I think that's it. Thankfully, Connie counterbalanced me. When I first started writing this speech, I wanted to talk about how much when Jessie was born that I didn't like her. And then when I got about halfway through it, I realized I wasn't talking about Jessie, I was talking about Tiffany. Tiffany I didn't like. Tiffany had the burden of teaching me how to love baby girls. So when Jessie was born, I loved her instantly. But she was still a girl, and I realized I'd now screwed up twice. But I was like, dudes, flip a coin, one of you guys is playing sports. I don't care, paper, rock, scissors. And they both played sports, but Jessie gravitated to it a little bit more. So, I'm totally off the script here, I'm lost. Sorry. But even though, so I'm this selfish 20-something dad, and I've got this little newborn baby, and newborn babies are pretty selfish, right? They like, change my diaper, feed me, water me, or I might die. Oh God, that's so bad. But Jessie grows up, and she is starts to get into sports. She starts grabbing my leg, and she's, "I love you, Daddy." And so now this little style-cramping baby that was keeping me from going to the beach and playing volleyball is kind of semi-amusing. And then she grows into this little girl who's totally into sports, like me, and we would load every single sports thing that we had. Volleyball, basketball, I'm not kidding you, softball, paddleball, frisbee, and we'd go to the park and we'd play it all day. She'd be skinned up and bloody, and she didn't care. She's good to go. One time, the three of us, Tiffany, Jessie, and me, rollerbladed around Balboa Island. And Tiffany and I had kind of the adult rollerblades, and we're like, whoosh, whoosh. And Jessie's got these little Toys R Us plastic ones behind us. Twice the pace, click, 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 for 3 hours. She's behind us. And she never complained, and that's just, that's just how she was. Even though I think there was blood coming out of her ears or something. Whatever, the point of all this is that this selfish little baby turned into a little girl that I sort of found mildly amusing, who then became my friend, who then became my best friend, who then became my hero, until she became the air that I breathe. both of those girls, and then I realized that both of those girls are the whole reason why I'm here. It's not to play volleyball in my phone on the beach, but to raise these two. It wasn't really a phone. It's more like a banana hammock. And also, my destiny, or my purpose, is to raise Olympic grandbabies. And the clock is ticking. You guys are still sitting there. For a cynical, selfish skeptic like myself, I couldn't be more proud or more happy of the man that Jesse has chosen. Nick is a humble, loving, giving, down-to-earth servant. They both work with children. They both want to help children. And it's amazing. I mean, I tried to teach them to be selfish capitalists, and they're like, we want to help children. And it's a little ironic for me to actually like any boy that liked my girls, because there might be a few of them buried in the hills behind Coda. But I put them in the Hesley backyard. So. There's a smell coming from here. You might have some questions. Lastly, I'm the last person to give advice on relationships. But I did want to say that, and I know it was already said by Pastor Tim, adversity and conflict is something that comes with life. I'm sure it already has. But as long as you turn towards each other, ask for forgiveness, own your own stuff, and treat each other with respect, conflict is a good thing. So, I just want to say that. I'm not sure how to segue into a toast. I don't have a glass. But, no, I got my bottle. Bottle of bride gets. So, if you guys could just join me in wishing my baby girl and my new son-in-law a healthy, happy, long life with Olympic grandbabies. So now, I'm going to hand this off to my eldest daughter, the one that I didn't like when she was born.
Oh, yes, she does.
I don't know where to stand. I'll stand.
Say it out front.
Hi, everyone. If you don't know me, I'm this crybaby's daughter. My name is Tiffany. I'm Jesse's older, more emotional sister. And I really am proud to be up here honoring you two tonight. It's very special for me. First time I met Jessie, I didn't like her. When I found out I was going to become a big sister, I had these 9 productive months of planning and preparing for a baby brother. Like, he would wear overalls and I would wear the dress. His room would be blue and I'd have a pink room. He'd do brother things and then I'd do the sister things. So you can imagine my surprise on September 4th, 1991, when I finally met my brother. I was so excited. I remember walking to the hospital room and there's this giant white wall that I had to yell over and I was like, "Is it a boy?" And the torturous echo I hear back was, "No, it's a girl." And my parents just dumped this squishy face thing in my arms and I remember I just stared. Eventually, I started to realize that this thing could be dressed up like a baby doll. I literally thought that she was mine. It was like discovering an interactive chia pet that would one day grow into your friend. I wrote that down. I remember suggesting to my mom that she tie Jesse's infant baby walker to the back of my bike so I could just tour around and we could go on adventures and I could serenade her songs and explain to her how I was feeling. It's like basically the same relationship we have now. But before long, my baby sister became my best friend and we did everything together. Hours of pretending, creating performances, slip and slide, basketball, hockey, swimming, climbing trees, beach waves in the afternoon, making fishing poles out of sticks, laughing to sleep as mommy was like, "Shh," traveling to Maine and Florida and seatbelt races, and best of all, board games. Shout out to everyone here tonight that was a part of that childhood. When we grew up, life got a little bit more difficult. Pain gets our attention and forces us to choose how to react. And I think it's really important to point out how my little sister chose to always lean on God. She's continually chosen what is right over what's comfortable, even if she's been alone in those choices. She's opened her eyes to a broken world. She's traveled to different countries to care for orphans. She works nearly, I said 50 hours. I thought you worked nearly 50 hours a week to help restore broken homes and troubled kids and still contributing to a junior high ministry, and she doesn't want the spotlight for it. It's a really counterintuitive thing to watch your baby sister become your hero. Jessie is the most selfless, genuine, kind-hearted, most beautiful person that I know. So when Nick shows up, I had to first get a stepladder to shake his hand. And secondly, I attempted female intimidation, which is subtle but effective. I'm just kidding. I didn't do that. Did I? It wasn't until we took our road trip to San Francisco to be volunteer rescue kayakers on the swim to Alcatraz that my dad did that I really got to know Nick. It was just me, Nick, and Jessie in the car, and for whatever reason, they start bickering. And I thought, perfect. Insight into how Nick manages conflict. So it took me about 5 minutes to recognize that what was supposed to be an argument slowly but surely morphed into what sounded like a rap battle. Like, I'm talking full-fledged rhyming and disses in the form of, yo, yo, you so slow, don't take all my dough. Oh my god. The fight was demolished by their playful banter. And Nick, unknowingly, gained 25,000 points for me that day. As their relationship grew, I noticed Jessie blossom. She was happy for absolutely no reason and radiated the kind of confidence she had as a little girl. The day Nick asked if I'd be okay if he married Jessie, I just remember thinking, wow, just in time. I literally just accepted you last night. The prior night was Jess's birthday. He had prepared her favorite meal for a few of us, and then he prayed over it. But more importantly, he thanked God for my sister and how special she is to his life. After that prayer, I got up to go grab something in the kitchen, but was undercover hiding streams of unsolicited tears down my face because I knew I loved him for her. Nick isn't like any other man that I know. His heart extends beyond himself, loving people first. He is a leader, a strong refuge of comfort, a man of compassion, and he loves Jessie. The truth is, I've always wanted a brother. And Nick, I'm so proud to call you family. So, I wrote mine out. So I'd like to toast to the union of two families coming together, the Shorts and the Forster Shorts. God bless this marriage with abundant love and infinite board games. To Nick and Jessie Shorts.
Jessie, you look beautiful, absolutely amazing. Nick, you're welcome for me ironing your clothes today, and we're just happy that you showered. So. Sam and I haven't been here really during much of this relationship, and I think that's to our detriment. But I don't think many of you may know us, and we just want to give this opportunity to introduce ourselves. So in case you didn't catch it, we're twins, fraternal twins. We're 3 years older than Nick. My name is Sam. I'm married to my wife, Crystal. She's back there with my son, Ezekiel. We've been married for about 2.5 years now. My son's 8 months. I am the tallest, 6'8.5", so claim that title. I'm a proud owner of a minivan. And I am quite styling with the diaper bag. So. All right. Is it working? Oh, here you go. Testing.
All right, likewise, I've been married for 5 years now to my beautiful wife, almost 5 years. 2 kids, you see my little one go up to the aisle. Caleb, 2.5, Avalon, a year. I have held the title the tallest, the Shorts, for 18 years, but regretfully gave it up. I do say I might have been the fittest and maybe the most academic of the three. Do not have a minivan yet, and have not yet lived at home after college.
So one thing that we've learned through our conversation with our parents who've been married for over 30 years now, through our conversations with our wives and with each other as fathers and as husbands, is that there's always something new to learn about the person that you're with. So, yeah, it doesn't matter how long you are or how long you are with someone, there's always something new.
So Jesse, we wanted to share some of the highlights, the shining moments that we kind of gleaned from living with Nick over the past few years.
So first off, Nick is incredible at saving money. No need to use a Kleenex or tissue. He's happy to create a booger wall next to his bed. So there's that. Not one for fashion. He'll wear his shoes until there's holes, and then he'll wear his socks, and then he'll wear those until those have holes. So be prepared for that. Make sure you buy lots of socks. They're gross. Nope, still not working.
Also, can you hear me? All right. Also, dear to my heart, as an engineer, I really like being efficient. And I think Nick has actually beat me to this. You might have already heard, but folding clothes, making your bed, so much more efficient. You know, leave it as is.
Nick is comfortable anywhere. Whether sprawled out on the Allen sofa, whether breaking and then sleeping on the Melon's bed, or sleeping on the mattress on the floor with no carpet growing up, he's happy to be anywhere, so you're good to go there.
And then I think another one, Nick is excellent at living simply. To his benefit. Many vacations. Toothbrush, optional. Optional. Underwear, showers.
We got Costa Rica. Last thing, Nick's a man of the basics. I know we talked about cooking a little bit. You're not going to go hungry because he is happy to cook grilled cheese, tuna sandwich, mac and cheese. We learned at the bachelor party, sausage wrapped in cheese. So, see a trend there. So you're good to go.
But I guess more on a serious note. I went for college, and Nick was a very annoying freshman. He was very good at that. But I came, and I've pretty much been gone since. And times I've been gone, since the time I came back, or I'm here now, Nick has developed into a man. And it's just really cool to see just through the trials we've gone through as a family. Other trials of life, it's just been great to call him a brother through this time. Wasn't expecting that. And just one other thing I wanted to touch on, I think all of you who know Nick, one of the things that I just really admire about him is he brings something out of people. I think he's able to connect with people, he's able to bring the best out of people, whether it's their goofy side or their just feel comfortable, I think, with themselves. And I think that's an amazing attribute to have, and I highly respect it. And you are a very lucky woman.
One thing I just wanted to make clear, Nick and I, or Alex and I are Phil Investment. I know if Clayton was here, he'd be doing a much better job than us. We're not that funny, so. But one thing my dad said growing up all the time is shorts men are leaders, and that's definitely true. You lead at church, you're a great public speaker, and you lead among your friends, and now you're going to lead at home. And so we're excited to see that. And for the new Mrs. Shorts, we're so excited for you to be part of our family, to be the aunt to our kids, to be the fun aunt and just crazy and just love on them. I know you already do, and we're excited to see that. So to the new Mr. and Mrs. Shorts, cheers.
The first half of all that stuff is lies. I just want to say just that we are just overflowing with gratitude. We really are. There are so many people helping out tonight. There are so many people investing in us. So many people from our church. So many people from Viola, Tascadero, everywhere. And we love you guys, and we're so glad you could come celebrate with us and see this stage of our life start to happen. I've been praying for this girl forever, and I'm so glad I found her, and God's been so good to us, and I can't wait to start this next stage. Anything to say real fast?
Really fast, because I don't speak to this. Everyone who keels over like my dad. But it's really meaningful to see everyone that we really love all together. And there's a lot of people that came from a lot of far places and took this dirt road and been climbing up these dirt hills. And I'm really thankful that all of you guys came, and it's really special to see all of your guys' faces here. So thank you for everyone who's made the trip up or down or over.
Run! Chill. Tonight, it's about us kind of in a lot of ways, but we love you guys, and we wouldn't be where we are without you guys, of course, and so we wanted to turn some of the attention back on you guys, and so we wanted to give out a few awards ourselves, all right? So, obviously, this isn't a thank you. I can thank everyone. I mean, the big ones are Allie and Daryl and Kelsey and Judy and people who volunteered their time, Dan, everyone. Thank you so much for that. We got just a couple of awards we wanted to give out that were just kind of like part of our life, and we just thought it'd be kind of fun. And so, you already heard about this one, but this is called the Matchmaker Award. You gotta wear these for the rest of the night. This is the Matchmaker Award, and it goes to Spencer Posey. Get up here. Wear it with pride. This guy got us together. He's like, you should meet her, you should meet him. And then we got together, and then we went on a camping trip, and that's how it happened. And thank you, Spencer. Me and Jess were kissing one day, and we were like, hey, we should give Spencer a thank you letter. And so, that's how that happened. Next award is something that we call the Pay It Forward Award. And this is one where we just felt so honored from Spence kind of hooking us up. We're like, we need to pay it forward. And we did. And so we're going to give this to the future Jeremy and Jill Padron. Get up here. Good friends. They started dating. We're like, you guys should date. And now they're engaged. Yeah. All right. Next one. This one's just kind of a fun one. This is just where we just thought, let's give out a Best Looking Couple Award at the wedding. And we had a few honorable mentions, a few runner-ups. And so we wanted to, that's right. Oh, runner-up number one was Nathan and Lindsay Minard. Very good, very good. Runner-up number two was, that's right, Tim and Susie Thule. Yes! I think I had a third was, we said Jeremy and Amy Allen. Well done. Well done. But the winner
is Jason Bowen and Sarah Pappas. Who also have voices of the angels if you heard them at the cocktail hour. So this is simultaneous voices of angels and Best Looking Couple.
Carbon better jacket.
All right, I got another one. I'm gonna get through these, only a few more. This is called the Innkeeper Award. This is for just taking care of Nick in his transitional stages of life. And we got runners-up for this too. Runners-up were the Yunker family. Thank you, Yunkers. I guess anyone would let me sleep on their floor. It's a lot of people. Also, I want to say a runner-up to the Smith family. We're just at their house last night. There they are. But the winner, of course, goes to Ken and Judy Pete. Okay, you got ready for the whole night. Yeah, they've been helping me the last several months for a really reduced rate. Take care of me. You can't take it off.
Okay.
All right, just two more. This is kind of Jesse's award to give out. This one is called the Wise Counsel Award.
So for this one, there was a time of life, I think Tim mentioned it, where I was really uncertain about Nick. And it was about a year after I moved up here. So I took about 3 weeks and intentionally got into deep prayer, asked these ladies for some prayer, some other ones, and I was so out of my comfort zone. I'm just really intentionally thinking about it. And I called an old mentor, and she gave me a couple words of advice that were really helpful because she knew I had a calculator brain. And she said, Jesse, turn the calculator brain off. Is he someone you want to live life with? And I was like, yeah. She's like, well, find the right people to do life with and just go for it. Honestly, after that conversation, that really lifted a burden off my shoulders of trying to figure things out. And she also had mentioned about a couple years before I moved up here, she's like, Jesse, SLO is your home. Your people are up there. You should really think about moving up there. That was before Nick was even in the picture. So this goes out to none other than Pamela Kreiser for
All right, so I'll give the last one out while she's pitting that. This is kind of the Extended Family Award. Me and Jess have a lot of extended family and just people that are really close to us. And this one's kind of mine to give. And a few honorable mentions, I guess it would be all the Allens, our extended family, of course. And Reese is another son, honorary son in the family. And I had a few other, I'm not gonna make that joke right now, but this one is actually, it's specifically called the Second Mom Award from Wendy McDonald. I'm gonna lose it if I don't say anything, so I'm not gonna really say anything.
I should remember my comment. I don't talk. I don't talk like that.
Jesse?
I think that's about it for the awards and everything. But just again, thank you to everyone. Love you guys. We're gonna have fun for the rest of the night. Nathan.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is the time of night.